This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, of every month, of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-making, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been paid exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, hey guys, welcome to Let's Play Stanley Parable. That's right.
Something that would forever
Okay, let's do this.
something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
Nothing instructions.
Saying goodbye. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, and this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got
Okay,
up from
guys,
his desk and
let's start with the confusion ending. Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
All
go
right.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know if they missed a memo. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is so easily.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, let's go to this
And so
here.
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Here we go.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order
What
to
the
get
heck
back,
is this
he needed to go,
place?
From here it's left. Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, thank gosh.
No, this isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusual.
What is this place look
Rather
like?
than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my gosh.
Stanley, wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... What, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on.
Yes.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote...
Yes, I changed this. I changed this.
A minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay, go this way. Whoa! Oh wow. That's a funny. That's a funny.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Yes, that's a big deal. Big deal.
By starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
So it compares a position. What happens?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What the? No doors? No doors left? Are you serious?
I might be remembering this rule.
Freaking hell!
It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Oh dear.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
How the heck it keeps happening? Oh dear, man.
Aha! I knew we missed something. The story.
The story.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What the heck is that
Well, I'll be
place?
honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
I recognize it. I recognize it. I know.
Is that correct? Do you remember?
That's what I
Stanley?
thought.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh my god!
There you put in a lot of hard work.
I made it to this place.
Good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both
Okay.
didn't put in any actual
Now,
effort for that
let's
thing.
go with
Something
the adventure
fair
now.
and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen
That's
this time.
weird.
I have to restart. Alright, I've got a solution.
Wow.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is
There's
that?
a mysterious second.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Okay guys, I'm gonna end the video here.
Wherever we end up,
If you enjoyed this video,
even if there's
don't
no
forget to
story
like
there.
and subscribe.
Or in another way,
As always,
if the
I'll see you
story of
guys in the next
destiny
episode.
is still a story,
Goodbye.
simply by the act of moving forward.
Welcome back to the Stanley Parable.
Such that a destination
Okay,
is inevitably
we're moving on.
being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself. Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back
Token
there.
nature?
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh wow, this is going to be beautiful. This music is awesome, I need to say.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Yes,
No.
we back.
No.
We back.
Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Ringing a bell. We're in this place again.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything
I've trusted every time you said
I
it.
can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I think
What?
forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfect.
That's not
doable.
mysterious
Why don't
yet.
we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to be
Not you
alive
again,
and have
bruh.
any role in our
Not you
awesome new
again.
Story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Be funny. Be funny. Okay. Wow.
Good choice. We get to make a decision. From here,
Yay!
it is in our control.
Making
However,
decisions.
We mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
Turn around, bro. Turn around.
Has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
Stomper.
Our destiny awaits.
Let's go there.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion.
I saw the confusion ending.
That's what this is.
Okay.
It's all one giant ending. And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
It's a broom
And
closet.
now, according to the schedule, I restart
Okay.
again. Then what?
I'm gonna move on to the freedom
I
ending.
don't want to forget. My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Stanley
Here we go.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Next one we got the freedom ending. Let's go inside the freedom ending.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
It's a broom
Stanley
closet.
decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go to the boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
2,
discover
8,
not an indication of
4,
any human
5.
life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Screw this.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened
It's closed! No! Okay, let's go there. Escape the boss's office. This is the elevator. We're gonna down in the freight elevator. Here we go. What the awfulest place ever.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
Come on.
Mind
Mind control facility is awesome. Wow, this is cool.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Cool, the
else
television
did this place
screens.
hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to...
I'm up there! I'm up there!
One of them, it
This is
turned
pretty.
in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true.
Fired what? Fired what? What the heck is this? It's a wall of fire! I'm up there! This is beautiful! I'm going back up.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life...
Trust me, sir. Trust me.
Oh my God. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Oh my gosh.
Controls labeled
this
with
is
emotions.
awesome.
Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it
Not a competition. Not a competition.
And as the cold reality
Facility power
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Let's press off. Here we go. It's blackness! What the heck? Where are we now, narrator?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
It makes the garden! What the heck?
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many...
We're out of here!
His co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries had this strange building held? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
We're back here!
Knowledge or even power that he had been seeking. But happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Okay.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation. The immense possibility.
Here we go with the next ending.
This
Oh my gosh.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I always miss the memo.
When Stanley
I'm going to the
set
right.
of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Myret.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at
This is so dangerous. What the heck?
5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
This is the
realize that
phone
investing
ending.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone
Okay, guys.
neglecting Stanley.
I'm gonna end the video here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. We're gonna be here in the phone ending. Oh my gosh!
That's her, Stanley.
Answer it.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Yes.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the fire out of the oven.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
That's my girlfriend!
Gotcha!
Oh my gosh!
Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They'd want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
H.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
8.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
K.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished.
I realize what happens.
The thought excited him terribly.
2.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
6.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls, and down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable.
E.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing
Perhaps I could. Perhaps I could.
Nothing has changed. The longer he spends,
427.
the invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
P.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
P.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand?
Okay, guys. Here we go with the next ending.
How can I get him to see what...
Okay. This is it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I know, right?
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been a... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your
Now listen
side.
carefully.
Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked to the red door.
Oh great, let's go to the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices.
It's a special
The two of us always trying to get somewhere that
space
isn't
ending.
here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Let's go there! It'll be fine. Okay, here we are.
What are we looking for?
This could be awesome if I prepare for something. I exactly know what happens if it is. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Everybody is happy.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley,
I'm about to jump.
here. Don't take this from me.
I'm going to jump.
No!
Oh my God. Mother of God.
Oh no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Oh yeah.
You're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you want
Okay, here we go. Whee!
Sit over.
Ouch.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day...
Definitely I could. Definitely I could.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Right
open
one.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Escape the boss's office. Escape! I told you. I told you to escape the boss's office.
Stepping in.
Escape pod. Here we go.
Now leaving.
Alternately, if people go upstairs, definitely, I swear to God. Okay, I'm ending the video here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. This is how I do. This is how an escaping pod ending. Okay, let's move on to the next ending.
This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along.
Escaping the pod is completed.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm sorry, I'm going to the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there?
Here we go.
What lies at the end of this road?
It was time to design the game.
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me.
That's from inside the vehicle. That's from inside the vehicle.
Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What is this place, narrator?
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited?
I'm gonna pick,
choices?
let's pick 5.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real
Pick 5.
feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Perfect!
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through?
Let's keep pressing
Again,
1.
honest answers, please.
1.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of the new game I've been working on, and now would be a
Let's skip this.
opportunity to give it some playtesting. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out.
I'm so fine. I'm so fine. I'm so fine.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey.
It turned
someone
off.
was so awful.
It turned
Why don't
off.
we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired.
This is the
A game
Minecraft.
I had absolutely nothing
Awesome.
to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you.
The Minecraft people are having a glass
Fulfill a greater artistic
for glasses
Watch this.
every time.
I'm going to build a house.
Screw this game with everything it loves.
This will go here, no, here, and then...
We're building, narrator.
Yes, of course, and just to finish it all off, yes.
It's a house!
Please, I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Let me through in. Come on! Get me through in. Get me through in!
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect?
Close the door.
Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Looking for diamonds.
My, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Are you here with me, narrator?
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind.
He's
I'm looking
here.
for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This would do.
Woohoo!
5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game. Yes! I don't even know.
They say this game is awesome.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
It's a box of natural
Yes.
pizzas.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
I missed the
I haven't
elevator.
gotten any wiser for the experience.
Oh, I like this place. It's awesome.
Hey, it's a film. Destruction of imaginations. My life. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. Before you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'll see you guys in the next video. And goodbye. I'm spinning on Bion. We're gonna move on to the next ending.
The rooms are changed. Next ending, bro.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know I missed a memo. I swear to God.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's so stressful, exactly.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might have come into a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
This is
His boss would think he was crazy.
That's so frisky.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
You're not
I
supposed to
am
be there.
crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single
That's
moment
mysterious.
for no reason at all. None of it made any logical
Dark
sense.
parking.
And as
What the
Stanley
heck?
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example,
Say something, Stanley.
why could he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
That doesn't matter.
To himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just
They drank beer.
for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
no! Stanley closes his eyes!
An explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh look, Stanley's flying!
Soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself.
Stanley Parable
Why is there a
shuts
voice in my
his
head
eyes.
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it
Oh my gosh!
strange.
Why, voice? Why?
This
It's everything all gone.
Something about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley
People
simply
there.
deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep,
Stupid
he can
Link.
take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
Maybe I do. 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 Maybe I do.
magical stars just a moment.
Oh my God, not
How
this
else would the
again.
voice explain all that? This voice
Parking
would
lot
have
again.
himself too,
Parking
surely.
lot
Surely,
again.
If he could just,
Oh my
he would prove it.
freaking gosh.
Prove that he was in
Uh-oh.
control. That this was a dream.
This was a dream, exactly.
Gently. And he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool
Oh no!
blanket on his skin. The press of the mattress.
He shuts his eye.
The fresh air of the world outside. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Oh no, what's happening?
Be over.
What's happening?
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Uh-oh.
It's all I want.
Oh no, oh no.
My apartment.
Oh no.
And my wife. And my job. All I want.
Oh gosh, Stanley's screaming!
It's always been.
3,
Life is
2,
I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Stanley starts to scream.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh my god. What the?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead.
Oh my.
And although she would soon turn to go call for assistance, for just a few moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. Everyone knows what crazy people. Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know if Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. He missed a memo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Myrit.
Wow, yes.
It's a Myrit!
Room. But eager to get back to business,
My brain is up,
Stanley took
my
the
brain is
door
down.
and
My brain is up, my brain is down. My brain is up, my brain is down.
Stanley was so bad
Exactly.
at directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm jumping down. Woohoo!
But his
Ouch!
eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley left from the platform and Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, next ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2
It's the
open
explosion
doors, he
ending.
entered the door and went upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, this is it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
2,
What could it
8,
mean?
4,
Stanley
5.
wasn't allowed to. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
No, 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 no. Screw this music. Nope. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the video here. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. I can't fix this exactly. Also, welcome back to the Stanley Parable.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh my gosh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Here we go again.
Now the monitor nodded from his...
Okay, let's turn down the explosion ending.
Stanley decided that this machinery would...
Turn on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Mind
wanted?
control systems.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
People on Friday night.
realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are seen to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh no. What the heck is going on?
Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh great, 2 seconds.
A little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
Counting
It's your
time.
story now.
Counting time.
Heart's desire.
Counting time.
Much better than what
Counting
I had.
time.
What a shame we have so
Oh my
little
God.
time left to enjoy it.
Wait a second.
Moment.
Oh my god.
More time to
Okay,
talk
people.
about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
I'm disappointed
All right,
apparently.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off
Erased
the
it.
machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office first.
What the heck is this?
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30
Oh my
seconds
God.
you have left to strike.
Oh no, it destroys itself.
No ending.
What's going on?
Blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately? Go peacefully. Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at it.
I can't believe you.
Inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
What?
What could it
Okay, here we go with the last ending.
Go to the meeting room. Mr. Memo, story has been about nothing but
Oh my gosh.
all this time.
Great, here we go.
Someone you've been neglecting, Stan.
Parable.
Forgotten about. Please,
Parable.
stop, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How
I turn off the stick. I turn off the stick.
these decisions were supposed
The
to be
stick.
anything.
Without pizzas.
Four choices. What You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What a great thing.
What the heck? Yo.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
It's the last ending.
No sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately,
So any worse?
this place is not well equipped to deal with reality. Oh, it's ruined. I
Uh-oh.
can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game unfold?
Dog narrator, I'm so sorry. I didn't listen.
It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Please forgive me, narrator.
Please forgive me.
I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work?
goodness.
I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Quite awesome.
Right.
Quite awesome.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Enter the door on his left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The boss's office is changed to green.
Stepping inside then spoke
Blaine.
rude.
Stanley? What the heck, Stanley? What the heck, Stanley? What the end? Thank you for playing the Stanley Parable.
Okay, this is the end of Stanley Parable. The last ending complete. Hope you guys enjoyed. Also, I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play. Bye guys. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye.